I'm pretty sure in this gameplay with Harrison Barnes, I don't get a single, good-looking basket. There might be a turnaround jumper in there, but the rest of it is me awkwardly trying to play 2K, so I guess look out for that one. But regardless, Harrison Barnes has really stepped up this season as he is one of the candidates for most improved player, as he went from a meme, pretty much, with the Warriors in the NBA Finals when he couldn't hit a shot to save his life against the Cleveland Cavaliers. But even before that, he was really like the fifth wheel on the lineup of death for the Warriors, because a big chunk of it was, Curry and Draymond doing their pick and roll stuff, and then Klay Thompson and Andre Iguodala and what they can do as two-way players, and Barnes also a quality two-way player, but he was the fifth guy. And now the Mavericks gave him a whole hell of a lot of money, gave him the second best coach in the league in Rick Carlisle. Now Harrison Barnes' ability to create shots and be a post-up player, an isolation player, as well as cutting to the basket has all been really impressive, and now he's in the running for most improved player, as he's over 20 points a game this season. He's been playing the small ball 4 lately, and he's been making it work, so that's always a good thing. Shout out to Barnes. But there's definitely some other guys who I think are in running for most improved as well. One, of course, is Giannis, and we all saw it coming with him, as he had a hell of a season, especially the second half last year once he took over the point guard role for the Milwaukee Bucks, as he's averaging over 20 points a game and also putting up nearly 6 assists and 9 rebounds, and just being the Greek freak, as his name states. I saw Bill Simmons suggest that his name should now just be the Greek. I don't know about that one. I think Greek freak is still a little bit better, but, I guess credit to Bill for trying. But there's also some other guys who are in the running for this one. Jabari Parker, his three-point shot has been going in this season, and his scoring overall is starting to get to where we thought it would be. If it wasn't for the ACL tear early on in his career, I think he would have gotten to this point earlier, but at least it's finally happening, and the Milwaukee Bucks can be pretty excited for those two, him and Giannis. DeMar DeRozan, his scoring early on in the season was fantastic, as he was putting up 30-point game after 30-point game, all from mid-range with turnaround jumpers and attacking the rim. That being said, with DeMar, I still feel like there is a ways to go for him defensively, which I think holds him back from potentially winning this thing. I mean, he could still win it because his scoring has been fantastic, but that's a thing for you. Avery Bradley has improved this season. He's actually able to create his own shot now, which is good. Still has a ways to go as a playmaker. He also got better as a rebounder, it should say. But, he's still about a 17-point scorer at the most. Kind of tough to deal with guys who can put up 20-plus every night. Andrew Wiggins, his three-point shot has stepped up this season, which is huge. But similar to DeMar DeRozan, we're still waiting on other areas of his game, specifically the rebounding, the passing, and the defense. And actually, the three-point shot has come a little bit back down to earth since he was otherworldly to start the season. But it seems like it's, still a real thing for him, whereas his first couple of years, the three-pointer was just not really there. Jimmy Butler, his gradual improvement as a player, just always improving as a scorer, always being impossible to stop going to the basket. Has that LeBron James-esque thing of being really damn big and strong and going at the rim like a crazy person. I think James Harden is fair to be in here, given how much better he's gotten as a playmaker. He was already pretty damn good at about 7 assists a game, but now he's up to 12, and as the primary ball handler of the Rockets, which he already was the primary ball handler, but now he's the primary ball handler, if that makes any sense, which it doesn't, but that's okay. He's also gotten better defensively this season, which seems to always be an up and down thing with him, and this year it's on and up. Is it fair to put Isaiah Thomas in the running as well? Weirdly enough, given that he's way more efficient than he's ever been in his career for the Celtics and the scoring that he's done in the fourth quarter for them. So there's quite a few names who are here for most improved, and I probably forgot somebody when I was talking about all these guys. I mean, even with all that, I think if we're talking about just who improved the most, I guess Harrison Barnes could be the one, just because he went from a guy who was a standstill shooter who occasionally posted up to someone who's creating his own shot and scoring over 20 points per game. But then again, I think Giannis is pretty damn close with that one as well, given his improvements with playmaking and scoring. Harrison Barnes is definitely not the best player out of all these guys, but I think my definition of most improved would be, who made the most improvements. So for that, I will say Harrison Barnes, in my opinion, is the most improved player of this NBA season. Because, he just, from where he was to where he is now is pretty damn impressive. And also, as a defensive player, he's pretty good as well. I mean, given his frame and his strength, he can defend multiple positions. So I gotta give it to Barnes for most improved. This video is a little shorter because my voice is starting to go. But that's gonna do it. Have a good one, y'all, and I'm done.